Thanks, Kristen. You know, there's no limit right now to the discoveries being made in outer space, from first-time images of Pluto to how the moon affects things right here on Earth. All that and more is being celebrated during Space Week at the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science. And that's where News 13's David Romero is joining us live from this morning with more. David?
Good morning, Adam. Good morning, everybody at home. Guys, Space Week. There's everything you can want to find out about space here at the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science. Dr. Larry Crumpler is here this morning with us. Good morning, Dr. Larry.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
And so this afternoon, you're going to give a big talk about the latest findings on Mars. We talked about that last hour, about the Mars rover and everything it's discovered. But our little friend Pluto, poor little Pluto. What's the latest with that?
Well, it turns out Pluto's not so poor after all. I mean, it's more dynamic. It has more geology going on. More stuff has happened more recently than some of the so-called big planets. So Pluto is really showing its stuff.
And take a look at some of the video right here in just a very a small portion of the entire space exhibit here at the museum. And like we were talking about this off camera, I mean, Pluto is like a little marble compared to all the other planets over here in this display.
Yeah, Pluto is pretty small, and so it's that's why it's called a dwarf planet. But you know, a dwarf planet is still a planet.
Right.
That's right. So I think we can safely call Pluto a planet. You can just kind of ignore the dwarf part.
You heard it here first. We are in the petition in the running to bring Pluto back into that lineup of the planets. And again, so everything here that people can see on a first-hand basis is just incredible. I mean, I've been here a number of times, but I didn't even realize that we had a chunk of the moon here, right?
That's right. We have a piece of the moon, and of course on display until the end of October we have about 5 Martian meteorites. These are pieces of Mars, and so this is the most you'll ever see on display at one time anywhere. In fact, on Thursday night we'll have a presentation by Dr. Carl Agee of the Institute of Meteoritics at UNM explaining all about Martian meteorites.
Wow. And real quick here, Larry, let's talk about your discussion this afternoon about the latest Mars findings.
This afternoon I'm going to be talking a little bit about where the Opportunity rover is. That's one just like the one behind us here. And it's traveled about 26 miles over the surface of Mars. We're on the rim of this big crater about the size of the Valles Caldera. So it's a lot of cool stuff going on. And in about an hour we'll be planning the 4,143rd Mars day since landing.
Wow. And still going strong without any major malfunctions, and it's bringing us incredible images of that planet, which of course you can see a replica pretty much of a little bit further south of here near Socorro, right?
That's right.
I knew it. Guys, Space Week is happening here. Don't forget, Lunar Monday is happening tonight, something you don't want to miss, in addition to all the other activities here, including Larry's talk this afternoon on the latest findings from Mars. So guys, Space Week is happening right here, something you don't want to miss out on. Make sure you bring the kiddos out to come see it. And guys, we'll bring a little bit of space back to you when we get back to the station. So Adam, we're going to send it back to you.
Sounds good, David. Thanks. By the way, the admission price for this afternoon's talk's only $4, and the Lunar Monday event is free. For links to all the activities happening for Space Week, we'll have details on KRQE.com. All right, over to the kitchen and Kristen.